This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. The last episode, we finished clearing off the ghosts for the rest of the necropolis, or at least getting the rewards for all of them, but we've got one more quest from the Gravedigger. We need to take care of an old spirit that inhabited its body and went back off to visit his son. Oh, that damn dirty man. Get out of here. Go back to heaven or hell or wherever you go. And we're going to take care of you in a second. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we also have that girl get that bowl, try to steal it from her, and then she ran off, saying the scary man's trying to steal the bowl, but she gave it back anyway and it was saved, but because of the way we responded to her, we got Discord, so at least there's that. Anyway, on with the show. Alright, old man, time for you to get out. What do you want? Did my son hire you to kick me out of my own home? Well, you're dead in a spirit, right? So you gotta get out of here. You're dead, you just don't know it. I'm here to put you back in the ground, spirit. I don't care about you or your son. I'm being paid. You're dead and you know it. No, all these are good. I'm trying to remember what this reminds me of my Python skit. I wonder if that's where they got the idea from. I'm not dead yet. You'll be dead in just a second. Oh, I can't take him. He's not quite dead yet. I feel fine. It's like, can you help a guy out? He's really about to die. It's like, I don't know, man. I'll make it make it worth your while. I feel happy. Bring out your dad. I don't really care about you or your son. I'm being paid. So that's how this goes, is it? Who is paying you? My son, Shen? First my son catches me sleeping and convinces everyone I'm dead. Then he gets the damn Gravedigger to bury me? Ouch. I would not want to be buried alive. Whew. I think that's anyone's nightmare. With all the real ghosts coming out of their graves, no one wants to get close enough to find the truth. That young bastard has stolen my life. What's left of it? Well, with no place to go and everyone running in fear from the ghosts, where else could I go? I built this house from the ground up, and I'm not about to let him take it from me. Wait, are you saying you're not dead? Why would your son try to bury you alive? So you're saying that if you were dead for real, there wouldn't be any more problems? Well, no need to get hasty on that. I never said all my problems would be solved. I don't know. It sounds like your problems would be solved for sure. I can make it worth your while to see that this gets sorted out in my favor. But your son already took everything. How much are we talking here? Nah, I just think it's simpler for you to just die. What? No! I like how you do the whole fist threaten thing. And it blacks out. Oh, wow. Okay, I was about to say, you know what you did. Well, we know what we did. Oh, boy. Now, done and done. Oh, we're such terrible people. Have you dealt with my father yet? Did you not see the red splat in your room? I made sure he's gone to his rest down. I made sure he'll stay down for good. Good. I'm sure you can arrange some. I'm sure I can arrange some suitable form of compensation. Here we go. Now remember, he was just another ghost. You did him a huge favor in pushing him in his proper place in the afterlife. It's perfectly all right. You only did what was hired to. There's no need to mention this to anyone. Private family matter. You understand. Now, I have things to attend to. I must go quickly for morning. You understand. Sure. I forgot what he actually gives you. I think the old man gives you a gem or something like that, but it's not like a unique gem. It's like like a +4 or something like that, like body or something like that. But anyway, not really a big deal. So, all right, we got the reward for that, for murdering an innocent old man. Aren't we the heroes? It makes me wonder if BioWare ever did, which will never happen, but if BioWare ever made a game like this again, would they be able to have such dark options? Because even in the later Dragon Ages, you can never really go super dark in those, despite your best intentions. Like in the first game you could, but in the later ones you couldn't. Actually, same with Mass Effect. You kind of started from being like a psychopath in the first game to being kind of like just somewhat angry. It's like it's either they got different writers or just toned down their aggressiveness quite a bit to try and appeal to a mass audience. Damn you, mass audience!
Always a pleasure.
Oh, show me my Discord pores before talking to him. But anyway, let's get all the rewards from our Captain Sin here. Let's see. I guess there's nothing else I need to ask, do I? Okay. I have a bounty I wish to collect.
Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants, that was her mistake.
Yeah, I shouldn't deal with the poor. Now, the people who bring in where the real money from the city is made. Poor deserve your protection too. Whatever, I'm just here for the silver. There are more efficient ways of eliminating peasants.
Ha! Isn't that the truth? I couldn't have put it better myself, but some people get sensitive about the poor. Here's your bounty, as we negotiated earlier. Of course, you've been busy, haven't you? Yes, Creative Yukong was caught in the Scholar's Garden. Brilliant work. Only fools steal from those with the money and power to motivate men like me.
Yep, what a fool he was. Never fight against the system at all. I like how he's like, people get touchy-feel about the poor. Ew. I mean, that's not what he said, but you know. You kind of seem like a bad... It's kind of funny how you can still, like, kind of topsy-turv on your answers when it comes to, like, we clearly killed him and didn't even listen to him, yet you can go back and say, well, he didn't seem like a bad guy even though I killed him. But anyway, just pass some of the motivation my way, but I'll be happy. Yeah, just pass some of the motivation my way and I'll be happy.
Here's your bounty, as we negotiated earlier. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills.
Well, I guess we're done. Thank you, sir.
Of course. Thanks again for your help with those miscreants.
Pleasure doing business. And a decent amount of silver, 8,000, and some experience. Nice. Oh, and by the way, I found a subtle, well, not subtle. I found out a little bit of a solution to my missing Beeswar and sulfur situation. I completely forgot about my merchant friend, Zinbu. Oh boy. I don't use him very often as a merchant shop, so I tend to forget he's there. The reason I want to check with him is, well, he's got a few cool items. Like, he's got, like, Golden Tongue, which is the +8 to all of your skill checks if you really are worried about not... Did I read that last time? I might have, but I'll do it again. The treacherous advisor to the Golden Emperor, Sun Jin, ordered the Order of the Lotus to construct this gem. The gem gave the advisor nearly unparalleled manipulative power, but in the powerful Emperor's own skills of persuasiveness put his ambitious advisor in his place. But yeah, he has some rare gems. I don't know if these were there before. I don't think they were. He might also sell maybe stuff you may have missed in a place, maybe, or certain treasures. I'm not sure, but that would be possible. But if I wanted Beeswar, I could go back to Tian's Landing. The one merchant guy who paid us to not close the gate or whatever it was, his actual sidekick actually sells a Beeswar there. But I only need one, so I'm just, as far as I'm aware of, I might go back off screen and maybe buy it just to make sure it's in my inventory. But yeah, we can buy this Beeswar here. I don't know if I read this last time. Used to treat conditions of the blood in circulation. A cow beeswar forms only in the stomach of very ill cattle. Cow beeswars are extremely rare, but many seek them for their curative nature. I feel like I've read that before. This is also one where you could buy some of the other styles that you could, at the beginning of the game, that you could choose from. Leaping Tiger and White Demon. I might buy those for completion's sake, but I'll wait till the end of the game to do that, because it's a bit of money. See, Gem of Unity. Can't even use that anyway. And then also he does have the vial of sulfurous water right there. The yellow tinged water in this vial is a strong scent, similar to that of a rotten egg. I don't know who has the other sulfurous water. I ran around a bit. Maybe there was someone in the Scholar's Garden I missed or something like that. But I went back to Tian's Landing and I could only find another Beeswar, cow Beeswar, so I don't know. But we'll buy this from him. And do I want to buy this? Even though it's really not much of a, it's not that big of a bump. Well, I can always buy it anytime I want, so... But anyway, that's what I wanted. I wonder if he can he respawn that stuff?
You know, I think I actually
like
this
maybe.
job better than my
we'll see
last.
later. But anyway, let's go report to the Inquisitor about our success, and then maybe go to the furnace. We'll see. I could at least do 3 of the configurations right now if I wanted to, so we'll see how I feel. I have been waiting for you to return. My sources tell me the problem of Mr. Sheng and his report to Judge Feng is no longer a problem. I must applaud your efforts. Judge Feng is outraged. It will be months before he agrees to meet with Mr. Sheng again. Ah, poor Mr. Sheng. Left out to dry. Woe is the life of Mr. Sheng. You have successfully completed the mission I gave you. As your reward, we'll allow you to begin your training as an Inquisitor of the Lotus Assassins. You honor me with this opportunity. The Executioner's already recruited me. Good, I'm tired of these foolish errands. That attitude will make your training more difficult. We lose many applicants because they believe they are something special when they are not. Take heed, they are not snowflakes. Report to the fortress at the far end of the necropolis. The entrance is there. Now that you're worthy of finding it, make certain your affairs are in order before you go. Basically, the game going, hey, chapter end, and all that's going to happen. So, quest, if you haven't finished all your quests, even the stuff in chapter 2, finish that because that'll also be automatically canceled out, so be aware of that. So, if you need to get the Tempest or Earth ability, make sure to go back for that and all that fun stuff. I'll tell them you're coming. Show them the seal when you arrive. Be mindful of your manners. Our trainers are not gentle, and they demand respect. I also demand respect. What can I expect when I arrive? New beginning. Your life becomes the assassin. Death's hand, your guiding spirit. The Emperor is your father above him. Do you guys really feel that way? From what I've heard, that's not the case. I wish you luck. Perhaps I'll see you again, if you survive. Well, folks, we're Inquisitors and Executioners. Hooray for us. What do you guys got to say about that?
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. And you've made doubly certain of it by aiding both the Executioner and Inquisitor. Very impressive. The way to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is open. Everything is in place. I'll have my evidence against Death's Hand soon enough. Oh, and you'll have access to your Master Li as well. I don't want you to think I have forgotten your needs.
Well, thanks that you haven't forgotten what I need, Princess, if you know what I mean. No, okay, so we got the Inquisitor seal, cool. And no Sagacious Sue to show the, show rewards. Alright, I think... I could have swore a couple of people... Well, when I went to Tien's Landing to check something out, 2 of the characters had, talking bubbles across them, so I don't know if I need to reset them or if I can activate them now. Unless I get unique dialogue in Tien's Landing. I might go back there. If he has nothing new to say, I might go back to Tien's Landing and see if they have a new dialogue or something like that.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Because there's Sky and Dawn, I think I saw their dialogue boxes pop up. Or that might be a glitch. What's on your mind right now?
I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing caravans. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions?
Sounds like a video game for the Sega Genesis that was not too bad. Almost could have been gruesome as Mortal Kombat if it had survived or sold enough, I guess. But I assume that's not what you're talking about. I can't say I have. What brought this to mind? I'm looking forward to seeing where this is heading. You really think I want to hear a story about ageless courtesans? I don't have time for your stories you heard as a child. No. You really think I want to hear a story about ageless courtesans?
I hear they have ageless courtesans in heaven. That's probably why the celestial bureaucracy is so inefficient. But in this case, they're not quite that kind of companion. The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, to always appear to offer their services to a kingdom when times were worst.
I see. Well, that's interesting. I mean, were these warriors real? What made you think of these companions? Sounds like a lot of swill to entertain the peasants.
You'd be stunned how much swill it takes to entertain your average peasant. None of the really ancient stories are true. What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they just like us? Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go.
You know what? That's actually not surprising. I think like in even my own nation, we have like some, Native American stories that kind of merge together depending on which tribes you go from, or just Southern fictional characters like Pecos Bill and all this other stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if other people just... I think there are a couple cultures that sometimes jam other stories into them to fit better than just leaving them alone. But I think that depends on the culture you go to, so that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, most people tend to blow stories out of proportion over there. It's like age-long version of Telephone, You think what we're doing is just another version of the tale? You take this awfully seriously. When we succeed, no one will lump us in with the same... when we succeed, no one will lump us in with some ridiculous fantasy.
I can imagine worse things. But then the old saying goes that it's better to have people wonder why a monument wasn't built in your honor than have them wonder why it was. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, we're those someones right now. More importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together, and I worry about how much of this rides on your shoulders. What I'm really trying to say is that we're all with you until this thing is finished. I just hope you can draw some strength from that.
Maybe. Let's see. Thank you, Sky. We should be going now. It's not like I actually need your help. Sometimes I just gotta be a dick.
Things will only get tougher from here on out. Whether you think you need us or not, we'll be there. Now, shouldn't you be talking to Dawnstar instead of me? I've seen the way that girl looks at you, and she deserves a little attention.
Hey, dude. You know, no touching Dawnstar, huh? No NTR. No. Okay. I'll talk to Dawnstar here in a bit, but let's go to... Let's see. Let's go to Kang, and we're going to do some of his configurations. Yeah. I wonder. Anyway. Alright, let's, let's get some of those, let's go to Lord Laz Furnace and do the,
Yes, I am eager to...
Just take me back.
Sir.
Let's get some of those out of the way. You know, I'm kind of wondering now why, because I think every time you get a configuration, I think you get a mantra, and the fact that our Zinbu is selling a Tiger mantra, I wonder if that means I missed a mission or something that had the sulfur and I missed it. So I wonder if that means you can buy stuff from him from stuff like that you accidentally missed, like in a level that you can't go back to later on. It makes you wonder. All right, but anyway, okay, let's go and get those set up really quick. We'll find out if I'm right when we get one of these, what I actually receive, and if it says I get, because it says, it says like Ox, Dragon, Horse, and Tiger. If I do like Ox and it says Mantra of the Ox, then I'll have known that maybe I can't do one of these, but I guess we'll find. I might be over, because no, that one requires a nickel. Oh wait, well never mind. Maybe my whole thing is shot. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and do some of these. Okay, so let's do the Ox one first. Let's see. Colorful rice. A foul-smelling water must be purified by the tank. Okay, sulfur, water wheel, and stack with the dragon. Okay. Well, that's not too bad actually at all. All right. Let's see. Sulfur's water. Okay, water wheel and stack. Let's see. I always forget like which ones. Nope. Water wheel. Okay, water wheel. And let's see. Where's the? Wait, it is the clapper chimney, right? That I didn't actually. I didn't click that, did I? Did I? Because that's moving. Did I actually? Hold on. Let's see. What's the... See, it was... Water wheel and the applauding stack. Okay. Which we clicked that one. Oh, I guess it just moves just on its own. Okay. For some reason, I thought I hit one of these by accident. Okay, so it's just these two. And then dragon. 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 Oh, yeah, I have to wait for it to boot up before I can do that. Yeah, I'll have to figure out where the other sulfuric water is. It must be some random merchant I've missed or something like that somewhere. But before we go to the Lotus, I'll make doubly sure that I've checked everything before I do that. All right, come on. Come on. There we go. Man, that took a hot minute. All right. Spirit of the Master.
There's just something about this place. I can almost feel it. It's on the tip of my brain. And then it's gone. I just wish something would help prod my memory.
Well, Something keeps happening every time we finish these configurations. I wonder if they're tied to each other. Nah, probably not. King, something disappears. Pay attention, King, look!
Huh? What? Well now, what have we here? Well, isn't that just a golden carp full of luck? Let's see here. It's a wind map. Very sloppy ink, like it was crafted in a hurry, but I can decipher it. It would seem that someone wants to reward proper use of the furnace.
Where's the lead? Another wild hunt. Great.
Yes, I know you are not fond of action without due preparation, but think of the possibilities. It's a map, and we could fly somewhere. Woo-hoo! Like the previous map, there is really only one way to know for certain where it leads, and that is to get in the flyer and go there. We will have to leave the furnace before we can fly out, however. A little matter of needing the flyer. Just tell me when you want to leave.
Alright, I guess time to go see what this is. We could get the rest of the configurations, but might as well do the story how it wants us to go check it out, so... oh yeah, I guess I'm ready to leave.
If we make it back to the real world, speak with me again and we can head off on that little wind map adventure. Did I say, if we make it back? Ha, yes, I did.
Oh boy, now you jinxed it. Great. But yeah, we had to do another flying mission to go to the next step. Now that I think about it, I don't think you actually have to get all the configurations to complete the Lord Liao's furnace, but I think you do have to do like 2 or 3 of them. So at least half of them have to be done to complete it, because obviously you have to get the next objective started. Which is nice for those who might have missed like one of the sulfurs or something like that. Or a bees war or whatever. But luckily Zinbu had a bees war and a sulfur, so there you go. But yeah, I don't know how I missed that bees war back in Tian's Landing. I must have just forgotten to talk to the guy because the main guy in front didn't.
You must go to the Lotus Assassin Fortress like we agreed. Find the evidence against Death's Hand, and I will help you rescue Master Li.
Okay, you're hot, princess, but you know perfectly well we just talked about it a second ago.
Do not hesitate for too long. Sagacious Zoo's sudden flight has made our task somewhat more urgent.
You know what? Nowadays, I wonder if there would have been, if the game was made today, would there have been DLC or mods where you could have put Silk Fox in her princess outfit and let her run around like that? I wonder if there's mods on the PC version like that. I don't know. I've never checked that out. I know there's plenty of mods for other BioWare games like Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age and Neverwhere Nights. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some mods from. Probably nothing. I know this game never garnered as much popularity as the other BioWare games, so probably not as much.
Yes.
Probably more, if there are any mods for it, it's probably like tweaking mods to like make it run smoother, that type of thing, or maybe fix minor bugs. But anyway, let's talk about Lord Liao's Furnace and your latest wind map.
I'm waiting for you to follow the map we found after using the furnace. I'm sure it will jog my memory and maybe result in a few trinkets for you. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you what that skill I got is, but we'll do that after we do the thing. So, all right, let's go.
I'm looking forward to this. Remembering things long forgotten is like getting to open a gift twice.
Well, like Alzheimer's? Ooh. No, let's see. Okay. I guess just do Radiant Aura because, you know, free, well, not free shield, but an extra shield. I guess I could show what Tremor does. Let's see. Shooting Your Fury is nice just because it just shoots missiles that attack anything. Yeah, might as well show since I paid for it. So, not that you actually need it. Oh, you can do 3. Okay. Yeah, might as well show Cloudburst and Tremor while we're doing this. So, who's that fellow right there? You look awfully familiar. Have we seen you before? But anyway. Alright, time to prepare for... Now, if you do the Lord Liao's Furnace stuff, you do have to do the mini-games. Like, you can't skip those, so just keep that in mind. Alright, what does this do? Oh, that's not bad. Little explosion. No, I don't know. I guess I don't have enough of that. I gotta remember that he talks. Okay, it just sends out kind of a shockwave too, so. But I forget that King talks. Unfortunately, he started talking before I realized he's talking, so I can't really... Oh, right. Shrieking. I don't have the shrieking, or shrieking thing, so I can't shoot it so well. You guys say anything more, dude?
Yes, yes, I see things so clearly now.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. There's no more obstacles in my way. And I don't remember all the rest of the song. But it's cool trying to pretend like I knew it. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just trying to wait for people to start talking.
Interesting. No actual destination, but my memory is plotted again. Good job.
Okay, he said that before, but still, like I said, I just wanted to... I mean, it's not the biggest deal if you don't hear it. I was just trying to make sure it was... Because, you know, hearing me over my loud gob, you know, brr, 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 I'm talking during this game. You know, true, there'd probably be some people who'd rather me just have the video and nothing else, but, man, I don't even know how I'd be able to edit this with just me straight recording, which means I couldn't dick around. I'd have to basically go... and I have to guess when to press the button for conversation clicks and all this other stuff. So it's almost easier for me to do it by talking, despite, you know, make it more difficult to play by talking and doing it, because then you might either be boring or you might, you know, forget what you were saying because you're trying to focus on the action, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, we get the Mirage ability for doing that.
Well, another exciting adventure. No new devices to build, but I have more than just memories to show for it this time. Exotic fuel for the furnace.
Ooh, exotic fuels, you say? Steamed hams. No. Where'd you get that we didn't land? I'm glad these trips are good for something. Or say, where'd you get that we didn't land? Or, I'm glad these trips are good for something.
With the proper configurations, these new elements can produce spectacular effects. Ha! You should be glad.
There must be more to it. It can't be just for me to play with. Yes, yes, but what is the point?
I see what you mean. It does seem to be a rather complicated number of hoops to go through just for some shiny baubles, even if baubles are always nice to have. Perhaps more will be revealed with further operation of the furnace, like how the map for the last trip appeared. There must be some plan in place. Lord Lao wouldn't leave such a thing unattended for no reason, much as I would never leave the marvelous dragonfly at the side of the road.
It's probably just as eccentric as you are, so who's to say and who's to know, so... Alright.
Off you go. I'll start planning some...
Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the other sulfurous water just by doing the plot. Oh, thanks, game. Appreciate it. I didn't think I'd really missed anything. I was just, you know, I just thought I was just doing what the game, like, just playing the game. Like, I didn't think I'd... You know, I miss stuff in games, so I don't think I missed stuff that badly. Okay, well, I was going to look for... the technique or whatever it was. Spirit of the Master. Increased magical damage. Ooh, definitely one reason to do these little things here. After selecting an appropriate configuration, Lord Lao's furnace, you have learned the Spirit of the Master technique. With the help of the Master Spirit, you can find your magical attacks are far more effective. So, okay, so, yeah, that'll help. I like you. Whoa! Did you see my, Max Chaos or whatever? Look at that. I am your downfall. Oh, that's epic. Anyway, back to the furnace with us. All right. Talk about the furnace.
Yes, yes.
Wait, it's master of the sword. Okay. Oh, have we asked him that before? Have you identified more configurations for the machine?
No, I have not had any...
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I think I have, so, okay. Take me back to the furnace. What? Oh, wait, what? Whoops. I thought he said something repeated, so I didn't... Sorry about that. Whoops. Sorry to do that. I didn't know he's had some new dialogue. I guess I can read it to see what he said, but... Well, sorry about that. I try not to like accidentally skip stuff, or I try to show at least generally everything if I can. Which, unfortunately, with BioWare means there's a lot of stuff in there, or a lot of conversations, which I'm fine with. But you know, it almost makes it hard to record these because sometimes you'll just have whole episodes of like nothing but doing a side quest or something like that. So let me check that. I think it's probably under plot item or something like that, I bet. Let's see. Transcribe post carving. A note scribbled by King after he translated the carvings of a post near the controls of Lord Lau's furnace. It's just that one of the machine's configurations is in a garden of ineffectual intellectuals. Interesting. Well, we've got more configurations to go, and with that last sulfur water, we've got everything we need. So, what is the secret to Lord Lau's furnace? Why did he leave? What's his connection to Kang? Find out next time in the next episode of Jade Empire. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.